morning all. Hope you know we are discussing about the topic phenols, alcohol and ethers in the last session. So in the last class we discussed about the method of preparations of phenol. So in that there are four methods to prepare the phenols. One is from haloarine, the second one is from cumene, the third one is from benzene sulfonic acid, and the last one is from diazonium salt. So these are the four methods to synthesize a phenol. So hope you remember all those things. That's very important, as I told in the last class. So in today's class we have to discuss about the chemical properties as well as the physical properties. So in chemical properties, how phenol react with other molecule, how the reaction takes place, what about its acidic nature, what are the different reaction the phenol undergoes, all those things we have to study. So in the phenols, as we know that phenol contain an benzene ring along with an OH group. That is what we call it as a phenol, isn't it? So if it is a phenol, so this is phenol. What is that phenol? Hydroxyl group is directly attached to the sp2 hybridized carbon of a benzene ring. So that is what we call it as a phenol. So in phenol, as we want to discuss about its acidic nature, how can we discuss about its acidic nature? We say that phenol is acidic. So that can be explained by treating this phenol with a metal such as sodium, aluminium. We discussed the same acidic nature in alcohol also, how it reacts with a metal. In the same way, here also phenol react with, if it is a phenol, that will react with the metal to form an alkoxide. So here it is, sodium phenoxide will be formed with the liberation of H2. So here this bond will get cleaved, OH bond will get cleaved. So to form an ONA. So this is why and phenol shows an acidic nature. So also you can also write a phenol as OH, or you can also write it as alternative double bond. So whenever an sp2 hybridized carbon, that's an electron withdrawing group, which is connected to the electron donating OH group, here oxygen which is having a lone pair of electron, isn't it? So this lone pair of electron immediately undergo resonance. I can write a resonance structure to the phenol. By writing a resonance structure of a phenol, one can explain the acidic nature of a phenol. So if we have a phenol where oxygen is an electron donating group and this electron donating OH group is connected to the sp2 hybridized electron withdrawing carbon atom. So what happens here? This molecule shifts to this place. At that time, the double bond will shift to the next position to satisfy the valency. So at that time, if I write a next structure, so it becomes somewhat like this. Here double bond, OH, and a positive charge comes here. Why positive charge comes? Because the lone pair of electron which is moving to the next position. So this oxygen will have a less electron. So we put a positive symbol there. So here we shifted one double bond to the next position. So electron density is rich here. Which position it is? It is ortho position. So next, somewhat like this. Again continue the process. So negatively charged one, shift to the next position. At that time this will move to this position to satisfy the valency. So you have to write the resonance structure. So if I write like this, here again double bond, OH, positive charge here. Here we shifted this negatively charged one to the next position. That means one bond is shifted here or two electrons are shifted here. So bond comes here. we shift this double bond to the next position, so that which charge here? Here it should carry a negative charge, here already a double bond. So next what happens? Here negative charge is there, you have to finish one round, so that is what resonance structure, or we say the delocalization takes place. So here bond shifted to the next position. At that time, if you shift this one to this position, double bond comes here. So if you keep it as it is, what happens to this carbon? This carbon will have a valency more than 4. We know that carbon is always have a valency 4. It becomes more than 4. Therefore, what you have to do? You have to shift this double bond to the next position. So we have shifted here. At that time, we get another structure. These are all, we call it as a canonical structures. So here double bond, OH, positive charge, here already double bond, we shifted this bond, so here we got a double bond, we shifted this double bond to the next carbon position, so here I got an electron density. So again, I will shift this one to this position, this one to this position. So here we get again a phenol where the position of a double bond is varied with a lone pair of electron. So here, because of the polar nature in the sense difference in the charge. So one is negatively charged one, another one is a positive charge. If you observe all the canonical structure or all the resonance structure, we can observe there are two charges here. One is negative charge, another one is positively charged one. So there is a charge separation, or we say this charge distribution is present. So this charge, the negatively charge, is distributed all over this benzene ring. So charge separation is there. Because of the charge separation or because of the polar nature, we say that phenol is an acidic one. Hope it is clear. Why phenol is acidic one? Because of the polar nature. So that polar nature we explain by a canonical structure or a resonance structure. In all these cases, this is what a resonance structures. In that case structures, we can say that there are two charges is observed. So if you observe here, here, in all the cases, it has a both positive as well as a negative charge. Positive, negative, positive, negative. Here also positive as well as negative charge is present. So because of the both the charges, positive as well as a negative, there is a charge separation or polar nature is present in a phenol. Because of the polar nature of the phenol, we say that it is an acidic one. Hope it is clear. So next one, once you know why a phenol is said to be an acidic one, then we have to study the comparison of phenol with the water, phenol with the base, phenol with an alkoxide ion. So if you compare a phenol and water, we say that phenol is more acidic than water. Or if you compare phenol and alcohol, phenol is more acidic compared to an alcohol. What may be the reason behind it? Why phenol is more acidic compared to phenol? Enirbodu reason. So here, if you know that, here in phenol there are charge separation is there. One is a positive charge, another one is a negative charge. So if a phenol reacts with the base, let us imagine that a phenol is reacting with a sodium hydroxide. So when a phenol, if we have a phenol, when it is reacts with a sodium hydroxide, what happens? So this is a base, here is the hydroxyl group is there, formation of sodium phenoxide with the liberation of water molecule. So water molecule will get liberated. So here water molecule will get liberated. So we are going to get an phenoxide ion. Phenoxide ion. So it is O minus and Na plus. So if you consider an alcohol, ROH, which is reacting with the base sodium hydroxide. What is the product? The product is same, no variation in it. In both the cases, formation of alkoxide. Here also phenoxide, it's alkoxide with the liberation of water molecule, isn't it? So here, if you compare a phenol with the alcohol, we say that phenol is more acidic compared to the alcohol. What may be the reason? The reason behind this is, in phenol, when it is reacts with the base, formation of phenoxide ions takes place. Whereas here it forms an alkoxide ion. So this R group is not it is an electron releasing group. Whereas this R group, here benzene is, we can write it as R, general formula becomes R. So R is electron withdrawing group. So what happens here, electron withdrawing carbon is there, it is an electron donating oxygen is there. So what happens, density on electron withdrawing carbon is more. So because of the high electron density on the carbon atom, this oxygen and this carbon polar nature is goes on decreases when it forms an phenoxide ion, because it already has a negative charge. In the phenol doesn't have a negative charge. Okay, in phenol it doesn't have a negative charge. Lone pair of electron is there. We are shifting that lone pair of electron. Hope it is clear. Whereas in this case, which case in a phenoxide ion, it is already have a negative charge. This is an electron withdrawing carbon, sp2 hybridized electron withdrawing carbon. This is an electron donating O- is there. So density on electron donating O- will decreases, so that polar nature is decreases. Therefore, we say that it is more acidic compared to this one. So you can also write a resonance structure to this. So if I write a resonance structure to the phenoxide ion, so what is the structure of phenoxide ion? If I remove an Na plus there, phenoxide ion becomes O minus, isn't it? Phenoxide ion is O minus. Hope it is clear. Okay, phenoxide ion is O minus. So this O minus will donate its negative charge to this position. At that time, sp2 hybridized carbon is there and double bond is there in alternative position of a benzene ring. This bond will shift to the next position, so that we get a next structure where we have an double bond O and here negative charge, here already bond, here it is already bond, that I wrote here. So next step, what happens, this negatively charged one will shift to this position. At that time the double bond will shift to the next position. So we get another structure where double bond O, here it is double bond because of the negative charge shift to the next position. So this double bond we shifted to the next position, again aitu illige negative charge bartade. So here we shifted to the next position, sorry it's already there here, I wrote as it is. So next step ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಒಂದು round ಆಗಬೇಕು, therefore I have to shift this one to the next position. At that time this will move on to the next position so that the valence is satisfied. So I'll get a next structure. Next structure ಬರೆಯೋದು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗೆ, ಏನು ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಅದರ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಬರೀತೀರಿ ನೀವು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ಗೆ. So here double bond O, already bond is there, we shifted this negative charge to the next position, therefore I got a double bond there. Next this bond is shifted to next position, so negative charge over here. So again if I shift this one and this position. So ಇದನ್ನು ಹೀಗೆ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಬಲ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. If I keep as it is, this carbon will have a valency more than 4. So that I am shifting this one. So we get a next structure where single bond O minus. So this is the resonance structure of phenoxide ion. So here we can observe that already present negative charge will delocalize in a benzene ring, isn't it? Already present negative charge will delocalize in the benzene ring. So here this is already presented one, whereas if you compare with the phenol, we generated a negative charge by donating its lone pair of electrons. See, here there is a lone pair of electron. We shifted to the next position. So that bond is shifted. You know how to write a resonance. If you compare this and phenoxide ion, ಎರಡನ್ನ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? So here in phenol we can observe both positive as well as a negative charge separation is present. Both charges are distributed all over the molecule. Whereas in phenoxide ion, there is only one charge, that is a negative charge, that is delocalized around the benzene ring. So there is a difference in phenol and phenoxide ion resonance structure. Here charge distribution is observed. Here charge distribution, ಯಾವುದರಲ್ಲಿ phenol ಅಲ್ಲಿ charge distribution is observed, whereas in phenoxide ion charge separation is charge delocalization is observed. In phenol, charge separation, both the positive and the negative charge is present, whereas in phenoxide ion, delocalization of a charge, in the sense only one charge is present, that will delocalize around the molecule. So therefore, if I compare a phenol and phenoxide ion, both phenol as well as phenoxide ion is more acidic compared to phenol. Why? In phenoxide ion, already present charge is delocalized around the molecule. Whereas in phenol, what happens? There is a charge separation, both the positive as well as a negative charge is present. So therefore, density will decreases. So we say that polar nature is decreases because of electron withdrawing group is present, donating group is present. Therefore what happens? Polarity is decreases. Therefore we say that acidic nature will less compared to the phenoxide ion. Therefore if you compare phenol as well as a phenoxide ion is more acidic compared to the phenol. Hope it is clear. Only one main reason behind it. In the phenol, charge distribution takes place, whereas in phenoxide, delocalization of negatively charged electron takes place around the benzene ring. Here also delocalization takes place, but both the positive as well as the negative charge is present, whereas here only one charge is present. Negative charge irtade. Therefore what happens? Charge delocalization takes place. So therefore the electron density does not decrease. Therefore it is more acidic compared to the phenol. So in comparison study, initially we said why phenol is acidic, because of the charge separation. Next, comparing with the phenol and water, why phenol is more acidic. The next one is comparison of phenoxide ion and alkoxide ion. Alcohol as well as phenol compare ಮಾಡಿದಿರಿ. Treating with the base, which one is more acidic ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, the last one comparison of phenoxide ion with phenol. ಯಾವುದು more acidic? Phenoxide ion or phenol? So for acidic nature, comparison of 4 different molecule with the phenol we studied. And we gave a reason why phenol or a phenoxide ion is acidic. What is the reason behind it? So you should remember properly that whenever a phenol or a phenoxide ion is present, it has an high electron density in ortho as well as a para position. So you can compare both phenol and phenoxide ion. I will write again phenol here, at that time it will be clear. So this is a resonance of phenoxide ion. So if you take a phenol here, so we'll write somewhat like this. Here double bond OH plus here negative charge, there is already double bond in these two places. Again I will shifting this. So we get a next structure where a double bond comes here, negative charge here, double bond OH plus. So next again I am shifting this one, this position. So we are going to get a next structure where OH plus, here, negative charge. Next we are shifting this one. So we are going to get the last resonance structure where double bond here, here. So OH. So this is what I wrote again. This is a phenol resonance structure. This is a phenoxide resonance structure. So in both the phenol as well as phenoxide ion, high electron density is observed in which position? That is present in this negative charge. Wherever there is a negative charge, that indicates has a high electron density. This position, second position, third position, second one here, and this position, that is what fourth position we call it as, or we call it as a para position. Second position compared to this one, this becomes second one. First position, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. So 6 carbon atoms are there. So in that second position as well as a fourth position and sixth position. So here, and here. In the same way, here negative charge, here negative charge, here there is a negative charge, here negative charge, and here negative charge. So that is in a second position, fourth position as well as in a sixth position, it has a negative charge, isn't it? Negative charges are present there. So therefore we say that in ortho as well as a para position, it has a high electron density. So both in ortho as well as para position, it has a high electron density. Therefore, whenever a new group comes and attached to the phenol or any phenoxide ion, at that time, the new incoming group comes and attach only to the high electron density group. Which position? That is second as well as fourth position, or we can say ortho and para position. So therefore, if you compare these two, whenever a new group comes and attach to the phenol ring or a benzene ring, the new group will always come and attach either an ortho position, this one or this position, or a para position. So that is because high electron density present on that ring, on that position. So that's why we wrote a resonance structure. So from resonance structure we can say that the new group always comes and attached to the ortho as well as a para position. Both ortho as well as a para position, new groups comes and attach. Hope it is clear. That is explained by resonance structure. So that is regarding the acidic nature, comparison of acidic nature of a phenol with the different compounds. Why ortho and para position? Why a new group comes and attached to an ortho and para position? That's because of high electron density. If it is an electron withdrawing nitro group is present, imagine electron withdrawing nitro group present ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಒಂದು ಹೊಸ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೈಟ್ರೋ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಇದೆ. ಆ ನೈಟ್ರೋ ಗ್ರೂಪನ್ನು ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಆರ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ನೈಟ್ರೋ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಟು ದ ಬೆನ್ಸೀನ್ ring takes place. At that time, to which position that electron withdrawing group comes and attach? That will comes and attach to the second, fourth or sixth position, or I can say to the ortho and para position electron withdrawing group, that is nitro group, comes and attached. Hope it is clear. So that is regarding the acidic nature of phenol and phenoxide ion. Next we will move on to the some of the reactions of phenol, how it reacts with the other molecule. So all the reactions of a phenol is mainly based on this resonance structure. So it's mainly based on the resonance structure. So if you know the resonance structure of a phenol, then the reactions of any phenol becomes very easier. So in phenol we know that ortho and para position are high electron density one. High electron density is present in ortho as well as para position. Therefore what happens, new group always comes and attached to that ortho and para position. So therefore we'll move on to the next reaction, that is chemical properties in that reactions, in that electrophilic reactions. What is that electrophilic reactions of phenol? So electrophilic reaction ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ electrophile comes and attached to the phenol. Hope you know what is electrophile and nucleophile. That was we discussed in the first class of this chapter, alcohol phenol. Electrophile ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ electron deficient species. So that's immediately comes and attached to an high electron or rich electron ಇರೋಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. That is the character of an electrophile. It is an electron deficient species which has the tendency to accept the electron from the neighbor molecule. So here in electrophilic reaction, first one we have to discuss about nitration. What is this nitration? You have to treat with dilute nitric acid. If you have a phenol, if you treat with the dilute nitric acid, what may be the product? So if we have phenol treating with dilute nitric acid, that is HNO3, formation of which product? So we discussed that in a resonance. Where there is high electron density, in resonance structure we wrote it as in ortho and para position high electron density, right? So when you use a dilute nitric acid, only one mono-substituted product will be formed. It's a dilute acid, therefore only one substitution. Ortho nitrophenol and para-nitrophenols are present. Either orthonitrophenol or para-nitrophenol is present as a product. So why metanitrophenol is not formed? Because here it is having a less density. So less electron is present. So earlier we wrote a resonance structure of a phenol. In that we got a negative charge only in ortho as well as a para position, either in this position or in this position, or you can write this position. So only in these three position negative charge ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ high density. So electrophile ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಏನು, it is having a less electron. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡೈಲ್ಯೂಟ್ HNO3 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನೀವು NO2 ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಅನ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಫೈಲ್. ಇದು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇದೆ NO2 ಪ್ಲಸ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಡ್ ಟು ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ಲಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್. ವೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ಲಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ಡ್ ಒನ್? ಇನ್ ಅರ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಕೇಸ್ ವಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ಡ್ ಆರ್ಥೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ಲಿ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ಡ್ ಒನ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ಯಾಟಿಸ್ಫೈಡ್. So therefore we got an orthonitrophenol and paranitrophenol as a product. So out of orthonitrophenol and a paranitrophenol, orthonitrophenol is more volatile, or it's easily steam volatile compared to the paranitrophenol. Give reason anta keltare. What is the reason behind the volatility of orthonitrophenol and paranitrophenol, or why orthonitrophenol are more steam volatile compared to paranitrophenol? Give reason. 2 marks question. Why orthonitrophenol is more volatile? ಯಾಕೆ more volatile? What is meant by volatile? Volatile ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ evaporate ಆಗೋದು, ಆವಿ ಆಗೋದು ಬೇಗ. So volatile, orthonitrophenol is more volatile compared to paranitrophenol. What may be the reason for that? So in orthonitrophenol, this is ortho, this is para. So in orthonitrophenol, this is OH group, this is NO2 group. So hydrogen and oxygen, so they are nearer to each other, right? So therefore we can say that intramolecular hydrogen bonding is present in orthonitrophenol. So because of the intramolecular, intra ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ within the molecule, intramolecular bond ಇರುವ ಕಾರಣ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, it becomes more volatile, immediately volatile ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Within the molecule bonding ಇದೆಲ್ಲ hydrogen bonding present ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. What is meant by hydrogen bond? You should remember all those these concepts. Which one we discussed in the last year? Hydrogen bonding, intermolecular, intramolecular, resonance structures, all those we studied in the first year. ಸೊ ಅದರ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಗಳಿದು. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟ್ರಾಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ within the molecule itself bonding is present. So I can write here. So here oxygen and hydrogen, and here NO minus and double bond O here. So intramolecular H and oxygen. Within the molecule there is an hydrogen bonding. Okay, within the molecule ಇದೆರಡು ಹತ್ರ ಇರೋ ಕಾರಣ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, within the molecule hydrogen bonding is observed. That is what we call it as intramolecular hydrogen bond. Intramolecular hydrogen bond is present. So whereas in this case paranitrophenol, so if I write somewhat like this, ಹೀಗೆ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ NO2 ಇದೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ OH ಇದೆ, ಇದನ್ನೇ ನಾನು ಉಲ್ಟಾ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಷ್ಟೇ. ಓಕೆ, ಇದು NO2, ಇದು OH. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ far apart from one another. So bonding is not possible. Attractive force is not present between hydrogen and oxygen in a paranitrophenol. So ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಅವಾಗ, ನಿಯರ್ ಬೈ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದಿಲ್ಲಿ OH and here NO2. At that time here hydrogen bonding is present. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಬಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಓಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಏನಾಯಿತು, ಇದು ಒಂದು ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅನದರ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್, this is one molecule, this is another molecule. Two molecules are there. Within the two molecule there is a hydrogen bonding. ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ intermolecular hydrogen bonding ಆಯ್ತು. ಏನಾಯಿತು, intermolecular, two molecules are there, intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Whereas in this case it is intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Why intramolecular hydrogen bonding? That is because within the molecule OH and NO2 group present in one molecule itself. Intra ಆಯಿತು. ಇದು OH and NO2 present in a molecule, but this bonding is not possible because they are far apart from one another. ಒಂದು ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಇದೆ, ಒಂದು ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಇದೆ. So bonding is not possible. So ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಅವಾಗ, nearby another molecule will be there. Its hydrogen and the oxygen of another phenol, nitrophenol will combine, or attractive force is observed between the one of the oxygen and the hydrogen of the another nitrophenol. So bonding is takes place there. Therefore we call it as intermolecular hydrogen bond. Intermolecular hydrogen bond is present. So one is intramolecular, another one is intermolecular hydrogen bond is present. So whenever intramolecular hydrogen bonding is present, it is immediately get volatile. ಹತ್ರ ಇದೆ ಬಾಂಡ್, ಸೊ volatile nature ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. Whereas intramolecular ಆದರೆ more volatile, intermolecular hydrogen bonding is less volatile. So if they ask the question such as why orthonitrophenol is more volatile compared to paranitrophenol, the reason behind is orthonitrophenol has intramolecular hydrogen bonding, whereas paranitrophenol has intermolecular hydrogen bonding. So because of the intramolecular hydrogen bond present in the orthonitrophenol, it is more volatile compared to paranitrophenol. So that's the answer for that question. Okay. We'll move on to the next one. So this is what a nitration when a dilute nitric acid is used. In the place of dilute nitric acid, if I use a concentrated nitric acid, what may be the product? Concentrated nitric acid use ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಈಗ. Imagine that in the place of dilute nitric acid, I use a concentrated nitric acid. What may be the product there? So if it is phenol, when this phenol is treated with concentrated nitric acid, when phenol is treated with concentrated nitric acid, so here we get a product where nitro group comes and attached to the ortho as well as a para position, that is such as NO2 group here as well as NO2 group here. So that is what we call it as 2,4,6 trinitrophenol, 2,4,6 trinitrophenol, or it is also known as picric acid. We call it as picric acid. So 2,4,6 trinitrophenol and picric acid. So when you use a concentrated nitric acid, substitution takes place in all the position, ortho as well as the para position. Substitution takes place in both ortho as well as para position in one molecule. That's because of the concentration of a nitric acid. We are using concentrated nitric acid. Whereas in dilute nitric acid, what happens? We get a two product, one as a major and a minor. Ortho as well as the para nitrophenols are obtained. Whereas here, only one product in which both ortho as well as a para position is substituted by an electron withdrawing or an electrophile nitro group. So therefore we are going to get a picric acid. So that is the first reaction of a phenol, that is the electrophilic substitution reaction of a phenol. In that nitration, so nitration alli first dilute nitric acid jote treat ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So both ortho and para substituted phenol will be formed. In that we discuss which one is a more volatile and what is the reason behind it. Next, treating with the concentrated nitric acid, so that we get 2,4,6, 2,4,6 trinitro, 3 nitro group ide, trinitro phenol, or we general name is picric acid. So that is regarding the electrophilic reaction, that is nitration. Hope it is clear. We'll move on to the next one, that is halogenation. So in halogenation, it is similar to the nitration itself, not much variation in the reaction. You have to use halogen in the place of nitrogen group. Hope you know the halogen such as bromine, iodine, fluorine, chlorine you can use. So here I choose the bromine. So usually the halogenation reaction takes place at a room temperature or in a lower temperature. So if you have a phenol, when that is treating with bromine molecule in the presence of carbon disulfide at around 273 Kelvin. So when a phenol treating with the halogen in the presence of carbon disulfide at 273 Kelvin, we are going to get orthobromophenol or parabromophenol. Either we are going to get orthobromophenol or parabromophenol. ಒಂದು ಆರ್ಥೋಫಿನಾಲ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದರೆ ಪ್ಯಾರಾ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟೆಡ್ ಫಿನಾಲ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ, ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಟು ದ ನೈಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಯಾಕೆ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಬ್ರೋಮಿನ್ ಇಸ್ ಅನ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಡಿಫಿಷಿಯಂಟ್ ಸ್ಪೀಸೀಸ್, ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ರಿಚ್ ಜಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದು ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ರಿಚ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಥೋ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಎಸ್ ಎ ಪ್ಯಾರಾ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್. ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ either ಆರ್ಥೋ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ or to the para position. Therefore we get an orthobromophenol or parabromophenol as a product. When we treat a phenol with a bromine in the presence of carbon disulfide. The same reaction, if you treat with the bromine water, same reaction same, but ನೀವೇನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, you have to treat with bromine water. ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಲಿಕ್ವಿಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So you have to treat with the bromine water. So when you use with the bromine water as a electrophile, the product formed is OH, second position alli, fourth position alli, as well as sixth position. So that is what we call it as 2,4,6 tribromophenol is formed. So don't get confused. If you use a bromine in carbon disulfide, ortho and para substituted product will be formed. As an individual ortho substituted, para substituted product sigate. Whereas when you treat with the bromine water, excess of bromine or a bromine which is dissolved in a water, bromine water anta karitire adana. So at that time we are going to get an white precipitated product. Experiment ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ವೈಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಪಿಟೇಟ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವೈಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಸಿಪಿಟೇಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಆ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಯಾವುದಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ 2,4,6 ಟ್ರೈಬ್ರೋಮೋಫಿನಾಲ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಅ ಬ್ರೋಮಿನೇಷನ್. Whereas in or halogenation, whereas in nitration we got 2,4,6 trinitrophenol, that is an yellow colored precipitate, picric acid. This is an white colored precipitate, that is 2,4,6 tribromophenol. So usually they will ask this question in a complete reaction. Complete the reaction anta keltare, allirate bromine water koಟ್ರೆ 2,4,6 tribromo ಬರಿಬೇಕು. bromine in carbon disulfide ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಆರ್ಥೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಬ್ರೋಮೋಫಿನಾಲ್ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. whereas in nitration also if they give dilute nitric acid, ಆರ್ಥೋ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾನೈಟ್ರೋಫಿನಾಲ್ಸ್ are formed. if it is a concentrated nitric acid, 2,4,6 trinitrophenol or picric acid, yellow precipitated product will be formed. It is in picric acid. So that is regarding the electrophilic reaction. One is nitration, another one is halogenation. So next we have some named reaction such as Kolbe's reaction, Riemann-Thiemann reaction, reaction with the zinc dust, oxidation reaction, then esterification, or we call it as acetylation. So that much reactions are there in the phenol chapter. So we'll discuss that in the next class, the mechanism and all those things. Today we'll finish with the electrophilic substitution reaction. Thank you.